This stand, Notorious B.I.G., is something else. It's something we've never seen before. Hello, my fellow gangsters. This is Joseph Brewster, and I'm gonna give you the review for episode 24. I'm sorry, I kinda lost track over there, which is easy to do. First of all, I wanna say that it's so cool that they turned the "Mom said it was my turn on the Xbox" meme into an anime. That is so cool.
Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. It's controlled by something greater. Memes. The DNA of the soul.
On the other hand, it's too ugly. Please, mister, kill it before it procreates. Please. Oh, this, do not get the wrong idea. I don't do whatever journal is against. I just got an old wound. Let's go. Now, Notorious B.I.G. What you need to know is that it's pretty weird, but not as confusing as King Crimson. Okay, so the user to activate the stand, the user needs to be unalived in order to get activated, which is very weird since stands are usually the fighting force of a living person or animal. In order for the stands to be alive, they have to have a live user, except for Anubis. That is confusing as hell. Cat in the bag that I don't wanna deal with in this video. Notorious B.I.G. is something very different. And it's a deadly stand, super deadly. I would even classify it as deadly as King Crimson. Believe it or not, that is what the group is dealing with right here. A stand which is as deadly, if not deadlier than King Crimson. So in the midst of all this trouble, Giorno and the group have to get out of Italy and go to Sardinia, which is an island of the west of Italy, and so they need to take a plane. And as soon as they get in the airport, they have to check all the things. Oh, before I say that, too bad that a panel didn't get animated where Bruno just said that they just said to like a worker that they are gonna go steal an airplane. That would have been entertaining to watch, and it's a great scene out of context. And JoJo out of context is the best thing in the world. Don't at me. So Giorno does the whole checkup and to make sure that there aren't any life-giving things in the plane, and Abacchio replaced the flight with Moody Blues, and somehow with some complicated shenanigans that I can't explain. He knows that the plane went to Sardinia, programs Moody Blues so that it can replay the flight, and there's nothing alive, no alive signs, and so they are about to take off, and this ugly guy just appears. This meaty guy appears out of nowhere, and by God, in the anime he's uglier than in the manga for some reason, and I'm like, Mister, please just shoot it at its existence, do not let it procreate, it's so ugly, that is a face that and not even a mother could love. Please just end his misery right here. Man, I'm cold. But the beginning went like that. While the mister, she shot him a bunch of times and poof, no more. So when they are in midair, Giorno hears a noise coming from the cooler, and he opens the freezer and tells Mister to get his gun ready. Mister, if you could please just take out your gun. Oh yes, Giorno, but tell me, which one?
Phrasing.
And there's nothing except four fingers from Carne, that for some reason they are there, and Mister, he sees 3, and then he sees 4. No, why 4 fingers? What does it have to be 4? When Bruno decides to just throw out the fridge, and then Giorno, he notices some writing on the wall. It looks like the kind of writing that school students make in the bathroom stalls when they have nothing better to go do. And it says, hey, I want pizza mozzarella.
Pizza mozzarella, pizza mozzarella, rera 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 re. Pizza mozzarella, pizza mozzarella, rera 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 re. Pizza mozzarella, pizza mozzarella, rera 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 re.
No gyro, not that kind of pizza, a margherita pizza. And so it goes on, and the writing is basically in Italian. I mean, I can understand some of it, but since my native language is Spanish, I can vaguely understand what it's saying. It said its name. Its name is Notorious Chase. It's not, I'm sorry, I must have read from the Crunchyroll subtitles. It's a Notorious B.I.G., you know, the man, the legend, the myth, except he's not more of a myth, because everyone knows about the Notorious B.I.G., and all the rap fans, they love Notorious B.I.G. And this thing, I believe that the journal couldn't detect it because it's not alive, since its user is not alive. I'm not sure if yeah. So it's basically a zombie, kind of like Bucaletti is, given that we saw signs, even Trish saw a sign earlier that he has been caught, but there was no blood, despite of how deep it was. So guys, I have to discuss this, but Bruno is a zombie. But fortunately, he wasn't turned into a zombie by Dio Brando. He was turned into a zombie by Giorno Giovanna, who's the son of Dio Brando. Oh my god, it all makes sense. So focusing back on the main villain. Biggest villain, I'd say he's deadly because the way he goes and attacks someone is by their movement. The faster the movement, the more likely it's gonna get attacked. And all these guys, they go in. First of all, they got Giorno, and they do Giorno's arm, because that's how this time works. It eats its prey, so he had to. So Mista had to shoot off his arm, but then it attacked Megesta. So Megesta is out of condition, and then Naranja went on and attacked it, and Naranja got put out of commission as well. And then Bruno tells Trish to go run in the closet and shut the door, but because she moved, the thing goes for Trish until Bruno intervenes and punches her, and he still did the Muda thing even though he punched there, which I find amusing. He punched there and they got Giorno, and basically he pierced the window and tried to break off his other arm, and without two arms, God experience can do nothing. So Giorno will be out of the fight permanently. But so he did, and the Notorious B.I.G. went out flying. Yay, hooray! Except no, because now Giorno cannot use his golden experience because he doesn't have both arms. But wait, he dropped the pin. He dropped his ladybug pin, and it seemed to move. Oh, what could this be? Bruno went to the cabin and told Abacchio, and the exchange went something like this. Hey Abacchio. Hey Bruno, what's up? I have to tell you some bad news. The stand that attacked us, and Naranja and Mista are put out of commission. No, why them? And the worst of all is that Giorno lost both arms, so he's out of commission too. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Pokeretti. I wish that there was something we could do. Really. But this thing, it went back because the plane is traveling at around 650 kilometers per hour, and if you work in miles, I'll not do that calculation for you. You do it yourself. You guys are way smarter than I am, so it should be no problem for you. And if you were smart, you wouldn't use miles at all. That's just another joke that going at the expense of those people who use the imperial system instead of the metric system. You get it? I'm funny. Okay, but yeah, that thing came back, and they went for Trish. She tried to move slowly, but it's too sensitive. And the pin started to move, and Notorious B.I.G. went for it. It was Giorno's fight. So Abacchio, looks like Giorno isn't out of the fight after all. Oh, damn it! Why don't the Notorious B.I.G. gets to the pin first? they get this his arm. So if he gets to it first, he will be out of the fight. Go, Notorious B.I.G. and get his arms. I mean, we have to protect Jonah's arm. Ah. And that is a review. What do you guys think about this episode? Well, that's okay. I didn't find it as good as the last one, but not as bad as episode 22. But still, I'm intrigued about what happens next, you know, because Trish can see the stand, and if she can see the stand, that means that there's a stando coming. Her stando power. But anyway, that's it. You guys take care. I appreciate the views. As always, I appreciate you guys, my fellow gangsters. And I'll see you again at some point with another video. Bye now.
What makes me whole.